Hey, what's going on YouTube? Isaac here. Hope you have had a fantastic day, or if your day's just starting out, hope you do have a fantastic day. But we are here to talk about the Bear Grylls Ultimate Pro Knife made by Gerber. This is a knife here in the sheath. So let's start talking about the sheath. Now, this isn't an action-packed review, just chit-chatting it about it here. But the sheath, the orange parts are, I don't know, some sort of plastic. It's hard plastic. The black is more rubberized. So it's got a cool texture, and I do like that. Offers a nice grip, and it's got nylon backing, and this is the belt loop right here. It is very tight and thin, so you're not going to get a huge, super thick, like tack belt, gun belt through this knife. Just kind of a standard old belt. So Gerber produced these up until I think from like 2011 to 2017, 18 or so. The Bear Grylls line, they sold like millions of these. Mostly not this pro model. There's one that was super popular, sold in all the sporting goods stores, maybe even Walmart, the Bear Grylls Ultimate Knife, most commonly found with partial serrations. This one is different in a good way. They upgraded it. Got the Gerber logo there. Their sword through the stone, I guess, or more of a shield in this one, but it used to be like a sword and a stone. This thing hanging off the end, it's not a lanyard that I put on. This is an emergency whistle. Little toots there. We got a Velcro closure on the top here with Bear's signature. So you just open that up to draw out the knife. We got a nice hammer textured pommel there on the end. Very nice feature. And this is a ferro rod here on the front. The Ultimate knife has the top of the ferro rod facing down. And I think one of the issues with that knife was that you could lose your ferro rod because it's facing down and can fall out. This one faces up, so it doesn't fall out. However, it has a tab in here that secures this in there that I can't even pull it out with my hand. I don't know if there's some sort of secret to doing this. I've watched some other YouTube videos on this, and the people just pull it right out. So maybe mine is made a little different. But this is the knife itself. It's designed by a guy named Jeff Freeman. It's not designed by Bear Grylls. He is just the marketing behind this design. Now, Jeff Freeman, I think, designed almost all of the Bear Grylls knives that Gerber made. He also designed things like Gerber's LMF2, and I believe maybe the 06 as well. So he's made some very popular knives for Gerber. This one is really just under a 5-inch blade. It's like 4.89 or something like that inches, which is a very good length for quite a variety of tasks. And we got the Gerber name and Bear signature on this side, and this side just some sort of flame. I don't know what that is, and some sort of numbers that nobody knows what they are. And you got a couple of lashing points here if you want to convert this into a spear, which the LMF2 model is very well known for having that capability. Ergonomics on this are quite good. This nice cutout here for your index finger is a pretty nice design. That same handle design on the standard Ultimate knife, not just a pro model. But differences is this Pro is a true full tang, whereas the Ultimate knife is a hidden, maybe even partial tang. So definitely an upgrade in toughness and durability there. On that, I think I've seen some videos where that Ultimate knife breaks down in this area. So you're not going to have any issues if you get a hold of the Ultimate Pro. The coating on this is different. I do not know what it is, but it seems like a nice coating. The steel on this is 9CR19 MOV steel. I've never seen that steel listed on any knife except for this. I've seen, it's very common to see like 8CR13 or 7CR17 in a lot of knives that are produced in China and made with affordability. Sometimes you see a 9CR18 MOV. Companies, SOG has used that, Civivi uses that, maybe some others as well. And that's supposed to be kind of a Chinese equivalent to like a 440B type steel. So maybe I can assume that the 9CR19 is the equivalent of a 440C, which is a solid steel, not a super steel in this day and age by any means, but get the job done. Another difference between this and the Ultimate knife is this finger choil. Personally, I can do without finger choils up here on the blade. I prefer to have I prefer the cutting edge just to go back and not have a choil. With the way that this knife is designed, your grip is right here. I don't think a choil was really necessary, but I mean, I still like the knife. No issues there. And the sheath on this one, it's thick because it has that ferro rod there. It's thick like the old school sharpening stone pouch on the front. But this, to get this ferro rod out, I kind of have to pry it out with the knife just to unhook it from that slab in there, and then I can pull it right out. But yeah, you can see it rides on this thing here. I don't know if mine is bigger than others and I need to file it down. I haven't messed with it, but the ferro rod is one of the small ones. I'm sure it would work a couple of times if you need it. I haven't tried it yet. I'm not going to try it right here on my table. But it snaps right back into place. Now let me put it on this side. This has a pull-through carbide sharpener here on the flip side of the knife. The Ultimate knife has a nylon backing, I think, all the way down the sheath, and it opens up and there is a diamond stone in there to sharpen the knife with. So this one, I mean, it's different. These lines are supposed to be guide for to put your lean your knife, and you can just pull through, sharpen it. I'm not going to do it. This knife is razor sharp right now, just as is. I did sharpen it on my Work Sharp guided sharpener when I got this thing. But field expedient use, if you actually do use this as your survival knife, you do have that option right here integrated into the sheath to get an edge back on this knife. The grip here, the black, is rubber, just as on the sheath. And the guard here, this is plastic. It could have used an upgrade maybe for the Pro model knife, but I mean, what else are you going to make it out of? You're not going to make it out of steel, I guess, when the rest is rubber. But you know, when you're gripping like this, or you want to really kind of pull back on this bottom part of the index finger grip and put your thumb here for jipping, for, you know, maybe drilling task, any type of piercing task you would use for this knife. This isn't a tactical knife. You're not going to war with the Bear Grylls Ultimate Knife. It's made to be an outdoorsman's knife. You want to use this as a hunting knife, I'm sure it would do a good job. Your bushcraft survival tasks, I'm sure this would do a good job. Right here where my finger's at, there is a filed down, uncoated portion of the blade meant to use that ferro rod with. So you have a scraper right there, and it is a good 90-degree edge. So kudos for Gerber and for producing this, and Jeff Freeman for a well-designed knife. This kind of gets annoying to me, but I haven't taken it off just because it's part of the kit. It's part of the shtick. I did carry this, was it last weekend, I guess. I went on a little overnight camp out with my son. I did have this on my belt when we were walking out there. Carried very well and did a good job. If you watch that camp video, I carve a hot dog stick with this knife. Something else I forgot. This sheath has an opening here at the top where there is a survival guide, and it's really in there. So hopefully, if you need to survive, you have it up here and don't need to read this because it's wedged in there pretty good. It's got to come out somehow without ripping this too much. Nope, it's gonna stay in there. Oh well. But here you have it, guys. This was a quick overview. The Bear Grylls Ultimate Pro knife. Don't forget that Pro in there. If you search for this, make sure you search for the Pro. Even though these dummies on eBay, they list it as the Pro model, but it is not the Pro model. Make sure you got that ferro rod facing up, that pommel on the end, and the full tang blade. The Pro models never came with serrations. If it has serrations, it is not the Pro model. And look for that choil on the blade. You know, you got the Pro model. They're out there. Good luck finding one. They have been discontinued for several years now, but this is a cool knife. Glad I have it. Take care, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this, and enjoy the rest of your day.